At this time, I would like to put on do we have a video? And we will be talking about Volunteer of the Year awards, and we're going to play a video first, a short video, and then we'll go up there. So this time, if you can put that on.
Hi, I'm Bridgette Moore, and today we are on the corner of Palomar and Shadow Canyon Trail with the Wildomar Beautification volunteers. I feel it's so important to volunteer in your own community before giving back, but actually when you give back, you receive so much more. And by volunteering, you can foster relationships, make new friends, and just have this general well-being of feeling good and doing good in your community. I volunteer for a lot of the different great organizations in Wildomar, such as the Wildomar Rotary Club, the Elks Lodge, Caring Hearts for Veterans and Community, and Wildomar Beautification volunteers.
Thank you, Riverside County Board of Supervisors.
So let's punish Bridgette Moore. Where is Bridgette? Come on up. So Bridgette has a lot of friends out there today and a couple of council members, so we can't have a conversation, otherwise you'll violate the Brown Act. That's true. So, Bridgette, there's a lot to read here, and you all know me, and I don't like reading all that stuff, but it says a lot of really good things about what you have done. I mean, let's just face it. When I'm out doing my stuff Sunday and Saturday mornings, I see your organizations, and I say your, I mean your collectively organizations, everybody's a part of that. And every community event, you're there. I don't know how you're still married, but a lot of patience. That's how I'm still married. I go to all the events. But really, you set an example. You set the bar so high for the rest of us who want to be out there in the communities and the volunteers. I just can't say enough. And really, I want to thank you on behalf of the First District and the County Board of Supervisors for everything that you've done. And it's incredible, all the things you're involved with. So would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, Supervisor Jeffries. It's an honor. We've known each other for many years. So coming from you, I'm just so appreciative. And thank you to all the Board of Supervisors. I love volunteering. You know, I moved to Wildomar in '98. My husband's here, Stuart, and my son, Jake. And my parents are here too, Marcia and Jim, and my friend from college, Jana. But I mean, we moved to Wildomar in '98, and the parks were closed. And I just started volunteering to bring the parks back, and we got it back. And then meanwhile, Wildomar Incorporation now is starting, so I volunteered for WIN to help make Wildomar into a city, and then got on city council. You know, it kind of just keeps snowballing. But it's the friendships that you make and the connections that really give back. So even though I give back to the community, I'm receiving so much more. And I do want to thank my family, because I do sacrifice family time to be at the events, but I love the events, and I love our community. We have a great community. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's give her a big hand. Thank you very much. Yeah, go stand over there. Okay, so this is for the Volunteer Organization of the Year. And to put things in perspective, going back to the late 70s, early 80s, then Supervisor Walt Abraham was, and I think maybe some of the other board members back then, had kicked off a program called Trash Busters. And for those of you who've been around since DIRT, you'll remember that. It was a really successful operation to help clean up and beautify our communities. A lot of the cities and communities have adopted similar programs. Riverside City has the Beautification program. The Temescal Valley has their volunteer organization. And not that long ago, a new organization came into place, and that was created in the city of Wildomar. And that was because, not a surprise, Bridgette Moore decided that she needed more to do. And she asked another community member, leader, Joseph, is he here? I think I saw him right there in the front. Asked him to join her and go out and pick up some trash. And who could say no to that? I mean, that's a lot of fun. And so, as I mentioned earlier, as I'm making my rounds in the communities, I always see the vests out on the side of the road. And this is an issue that's plaguing all of the communities, and that's the litter and the illegal dumping that's occurring. And I see their group go through a particular part of the community, clean it up, make it look good again. And as I drive back through the next week, there's more junk dumped on the side of the roads, and they're back out there again. So do you want them all to come up here for this, or?
If we could maybe have them come up at the end for the picture.
Okay, well, we're going to bring you all up. So I'm going to recognize the Wildomar Beautification volunteers for all their work. They've dedicated over 1,000 hours. There's probably been 1,000 volunteers. They've collected over 1,300 bags of trash and litter in their community last year. They've adopted over 4 miles of the 15 freeway in the city of Wildomar to help clean that up. And there's a whole bunch of volunteers here today. Obviously, Bridgette, Ann, Ashley, Dan, Deb, Sandy, Debbie, Jerry, Joseph, Keith, Nancy, just to name a few. Thank you all for your service. It is truly appreciated. Even by those who don't know what's going on, they just see a clean road and they think that it just happens on its own. It doesn't. People have to get out and help clean up their community. So on behalf of the Board of Supervisors, and we'll bring you all up because you're such a large group, when we're ready for pictures. Okay. Okay, so let's have Joseph and Bridgette, who, would you like to come up or send somebody else up?
We have our mayor here, Mayor Bridgette, Mayor Pro Tem Joseph Rubio. We have our councilwoman Ashley Ciclippo.
Got the whole clan here today. Come on up. So just, Joseph, you have to just say a few words, buddy. You can't go long.
Just a few words, right? Yes, it was very difficult to go out there to pick up trash, but Bridgette convinced me that it would be a good thing for our community. So it's been a pleasure to do that and watch the group grow to what it is. I know at first we were talking about monthly, then it was going to go to maybe every other week. And I was telling her, we don't want to burn out now. But I'm glad that she pushed through and we've got this great organization now. So.
I just want to say real quickly, too, that the relationship that Bridgette's now developed with Caltrans and how much that's changed our relationship as a city with Caltrans is amazing. And I would encourage every one of the cities that has freeway frontage to work with Caltrans, talk to them, find out who the groups that have adopted those various portions of the highway. Bridgette has found in our city there's groups that just haven't been out there for a year or two. So work with Caltrans, get a new group in there, start moving forward, because it really makes a huge difference. And our neighboring cities are all wondering, how are you getting all the support from the state, from Caltrans to come down and help clean? It's all about Bridgette and working with Caltrans. So thank you, Bridgette, for doing that as well.